Good morning, everybody. This is Bitcoin Mario again, doing another lesson concerning Bitcoin. Um, anyway, this year is presidential election year, 2024, and it basically coincides with Bitcoin's halving, which happens every 4 years. So our election happens every 4 years, and the halving happens every 4 years. And my lesson today is basically what I'm saying is Bitcoin is non-partisan. I've been looking at a lot of different blogs out there, and seems like people are trying to campaign for certain candidates and who to vote for, and saying, you're better off with this, better off with that. And what I'm saying is Bitcoin is non-partisan. It doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody controls Bitcoin. Um, it's basically by itself. If you look at the Bitcoin has four halvings now, so it has went through four election cycle. And if you look at the first halving happened in 2012, and during that time, Barack Obama was the president, and Bitcoin did really good. And then from 2012 to 2016, another halving happened, and Barack Obama won the re-election, and Bitcoin still made money. It went up in value a lot. And 2016 to 2020, Donald Trump won the presidency, and Bitcoin still did good. Doesn't really matter. And then from 2020 to 2024, and it's still going on right now, and we are having the election this year. We have Joe Biden's president, and Bitcoin still did good. So out of those four halvings, we had three Democrats administration and one Republican administration. And all of them, it didn't really matter. Bitcoin still did make money, and everybody's still happy. So it doesn't really matter who the president is. It could be a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter. And I really don't like people injecting Bitcoin into politics. Basically, what would you do? What happens if you do that? Well, one thing is you'll alienate half of the population. Half the population is Democrat, half the population is Republican. And if you say Bitcoin is for Republicans, what about all the Democrats out there? You're basically alienating them. Or if you say Bitcoin is for Democrats, and you're alienating Republicans, and you don't want to do that. You want everybody to benefit from Bitcoin. You want everybody to be pro-Bitcoin, not only half of the population. So basically, I want to go over, some of that stuff that Bitcoin, I feel, is helping out. So it doesn't matter what the political divide is. Bitcoin is basically a non-partisan issue. Financial inclusion. Bitcoin provides financial service to the 1.7 billion people worldwide who don't have access to traditional banking. This basically helps those who are unbanked or underbanked manage their money without any bank account. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. You're empowering individuals. Bitcoin gives people direct control over their finances, promoting economic independence. This basically aligns with conservative values of personal responsibility and liberal values of social justice, because we're empowering individuals. Decentralization and freedom, avoiding central control. Bitcoin operates on a decentralized network, free from government or corporate control. This basically appeals to conservatives who favor limited government and liberals concerned about corporate power. Helps both. Freedom of transaction. Bitcoin allows users to transact freely across borders without censorship. This supports libertarian ideals for freedom and progressive goals of ensuring human rights globally. Transparency and security. The public ledger. Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain. This transparency can reduce corruption and increase accountability, which is important to both conservatives and liberals. Enhanced security. Bitcoin transactions are secured through advanced cryptography, making them resistant to fraud and hacking. Security is a concern for everyone, regardless of political affiliation. Job creation. The growth of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has created new jobs in technology, finance, and regulatory sectors, encouraging economic growth, which is a bipartisan goal for both parties. Encouraging investment. Bitcoin has opened new investment opportunities. This potential for financial growth appeals to both conservative focus on free market and liberals interested in reducing economic inequality. We need a balanced regulation. Thoughtful regulation can address concerns from both sides. Conservatives may focus on protecting innovation through regulation, while liberals may emphasize consumer protection. We could have bipartisan collaboration on this. Crafting effective Bitcoin policies require cooperation across the political spectrum, leading to fair regulations that protect users without stifling innovations. Sustainable practices. Bitcoin energy consumption has raised environmental concerns. Innovators are working on solutions like using renewable energy. This can unite environmentalists and tech enthusiasts. In conclusion, Bitcoin's ability to promote financial inclusion, decentralization, transparency, economic innovation, and sustainability makes it a topic that transcends political divides. By focusing on shared goals, policymakers from all backgrounds can harness Bitcoin's potential for a more inclusive, transparent, and innovative financial future, benefiting everyone, not only a particular party. And basically what I'm saying is, Bitcoin's basically like money and gold. It doesn't matter who controls. It'll still be out there and it'll still be holding value for everybody. The main problem, basically, the way I see it, is basically the government has deficits, and it doesn't really matter if it's Republican or Democrat. Money printing happens on both parties, and that's our main problem. So the only way to fight that basically is through Bitcoin. Money printing happens when we have deficit in our, just like any businesses, we have expenses and income, and when expenses is a lot higher than income, it's going to be in deficit. So what we should do is either cut back on our expense or make our income higher, and we have to balance our budget. And if we have a balanced budget, then we basically don't have a deficit. But if we have a deficit, and what the government would do, so instead of going bankrupt like a corporation, they print money. And when they print money, and you know what happened? Inflation, it deflates the value of dollar, which doesn't affect Bitcoin at all. So Bitcoin will just keep going higher. So that's it, folks. Just want to let you know that what I feel, please don't inject politics into Bitcoin. It doesn't really matter. It could be a Democrat, Republican. You just vote for whatever, that you feel the other issues, but don't inject Bitcoin into it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.